Hey guys, welcome to another Xenoverse 2 modding tutorial. Today I'm releasing True Anime Shader 2.0. A lot of people requested this, so I've decided to release it today for you guys. I've been waiting for a better cel shader for the actual roster characters in CAC. That's why I've been holding off a little bit on it. So what I'm going to do now is show you step by step how to install it correctly and how it all works. First off, let me just say that this only works with the latest version of Xenoverse. I've not tested for any other version. Don't ask me in the comment section to do one for previous versions, because I won't. I'm sorry, but if I do that, it's going to take me a lot of trial and error trying to find all the game states and all the versions of the game, which is really a lot of work to do if you have to go and filter through a bunch of stuff. Okay, so first I want you to do is download the True Anime Shader 2.0, extract it on your desktop, so it's like this. So it's there ready for you to use. Okay. Now if you haven't installed the Xv2 Patcher yet, install that first, because it won't work without it. And then you go to your main directory where your Xenoverse 2 is installed. So ignore that data zip, that's just my backup. Now I want you to run the Xv2 Patcher Mod Installer. It's called xvins.exe. If you've already done this, if you've already got mods installed and all that stuff, you don't have to do this. This is just so that when you go to your directory, the data folder is created, because that's where you're going to be adding most of the stuff. Okay, so first of all, I would like you to open the True Anime Shader 2.0, then go to the first folder, and where it says bin, I want you to copy that. Go to your main directory where Xenoverse 2 is installed, and you just paste that there. Replace everything, no matter what, replace everything. All the files provided is from the latest version of the game. It will all work. I've tested this multiple times, it works. If there's any issues, then you didn't follow the steps correctly. And it might even be required in some cases where you have to do a complete reinstallation of your actual your game, or you can just delete the bin folder, but you'd have to actually don't delete your bin folder, reinstall the whole game. If there's any problems, reinstall the whole game, make sure this directory is completely empty, and then follow the steps again. Okay, now that the data folder is there, what you want to do next is you want to go to the True Anime Shader thing again, and you go to the first tab. You see you've now replaced everything in there, and all the settings and stuff and what I'm using is now in your bin folder. Then I want you to go to the data folder there, and I want you to copy this. This is the cel shader. It's called Cel-Shaded Overload. It's not my mod, just so we're clear. I did not create these DYTs for the characters of the roster and CAC. I found this on the Xenoverse 2 mods website. I will credit them in the description, so don't forget that, guys. It's not all my work. I simply tweaked everything and made it all look good. And obviously I improved the graphics significantly by adding certain effects to make everything more brighter. Things that should glow are glowing, because it's Dragon Ball Z. They should be glowing. They've got power after all, do they not? And then you just wait for that to copy over. And when you go in your data folder, you go character, and you'll see there it is. There's all the files for the cel shader that affects every single character. Right, and when you're done with that, you go to the True Anime Shader, and then you go to the second part, and you see that section that says mods. Now you open your mod installer, and then you go to that tab. You just find it, and then you go to that, and that's character outline removal, permanent stage destruction, remove environmental and lighting. So you install that as well. And that's it, all done. Not much to it, guys, pretty straightforward. I've supplied everything there for you, so you don't have to struggle to install it all. You can close all this now. You won't need any of this open anymore. Close that, then you make sure your Steam's open. Go on Xenoverse 2, so that you obviously can see the results of your work. Let's just give that some time to open, and as you can tell, it's compiling the effects. And if you press home, it should automatically take you to my Haste Destruction True Anime preset. If it doesn't and it's on this one, then just go on the arrow and choose mine. It should go to yours. There's no reason for it not to, because I've done a fresh installation and copied all the bin files over, so it should work. Sorry for the game volume there, interrupting me speaking, but it should work. There should be no issues. And as you can tell, you can see the cel shaders worked over the CAC. It affects the hair, eyes, arms, legs, clothes, gloves, lower body, upper body, all that stuff. Every race is affected by it as well. So it's not just specifically for Saiyans. I will go into the photo mode now and show you some of the changes so you can actually see the difference between the normal color scheme for the game and my color scheme for the game, including the cel shading effects and all that. It's fairly simple, this tutorial, guys. There's no reason for you to be struggling. It's simply copy and pasting and installing 3 mods. It's not hard, and I'm pretty sure you guys can pull it off. You guys are smart. You are part of my community after all. Okay, and as you can tell, it's worked. You can see that everything's a bit more defined, more colourful. Go to Goku. As you can see, it affected him. He's got his gi looks a lot nicer in my opinion. Look at the God Goku. I don't know why it's zooming into his balls for some reason. And his hair is nice and glowy, so it looks nice. It looks nice and defined. I like it like that, so you can see each shadow effect within his hair itself. And this Gohan, it affects every single character, including all CAC characters. And as you can tell, it looks so much better. Look at Slug. Look how defined Slug looks. He looks so cool, don't you think? He looks pretty cool. Broly, I want to show you full power Broly because I think he really does. Well, this one works well for him as well. This is just Dragon Ball Z Broly. Let's go to DBS Broly. It looks really cool on him. Like the glowing effects, if you can tell, his hair's like glowing, and it's the light's reflecting off his legs, even on his clothes and his body and stuff from his actual hair, which is pretty awesome effect. I do really like that. Now I'll show you the difference. This is what the game normally looks like, and as you can tell, it still looks pretty good with the cel shader on, I'm not gonna lie, for Xenoverse, for just basic color scheme. But obviously look how dull everything looks. You press insert to turn on and off the shader so you can tell the difference. And as you can tell, you can see more definition in his hair, more definition in his body. The color scheme just looks a lot more what you would expect from a Dragon Ball game. Like, just for example, just look at this, and if I turn it off, it's just ugly. It's just not as good. With this you can just see more. Like a Jiren as well, for example. Here's Jiren with it off. Look how dull that looks. You put that, you can actually see his chest muscles more. It's more defined, and his back muscles as well. You can see the definition. His face looks a lot more clearer. Look at that, you can't even see his eyebrows properly. Well, his eyebrow bones, if you want to call it. But if you do that, you can actually see properly. And his ear holes, still don't understand how they don't get bugs trapped in them things. As you can tell, some of the characters, depending on what form they're in, they'll glow. If it's a transformation state, they tend to glow a lot. And look at Baby, he looks dope as well. Look at the hair. The hair's very defined, as you can tell. Like, there's shadows within the hair, making it more defined. And if I turn it off, I'll show you a sec. Turn it off, you can't even see it hardly. In fact, no, you can't see it at all. There's no shadow effects within his hair itself. But if you turn it on, you can actually see defined shadows within his hair, separating each strand of hair, making it better, in my opinion anyway. I know you guys like this shader I'm using, so I've released it now. Stop nagging me about it. No, I'm joking. I don't mind doing it, guys. It's just it takes a while for me to like make mods and stuff because I'm working on my own. The other half of Haste Destruction, he's currently busy with personal stuff, so I've been taking over the wheel for a little bit. But he's gonna come back very soon to the channel and start helping again, which I'm all excited for, because he's better than me when it comes to making certain transformations, but I'm starting to catch up with him, and he's starting to realize that I don't need him anymore. But at the same time, if we put our heads together, we could create some amazing stuff together. So yeah, so that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a very long one. It's just so you guys can kind of have a rough idea on how to install the shader and, you know, get access to it. And I won't be charging you a penny because I'm a nice guy, and nice guys don't charge people money when they can give it for free. Because it's not like this took me years to make. It wasn't easy. It was just a lot of tweaking. But as you can tell, it's worth it in the end. You should get a brilliantly looking, beautiful game that you can glare at all you want. Take amazing screenshots, make incredible thumbnails. Well, there you go, guys. That's it. That's all for today. I'll be streaming later on today, so I hope to see you guys there. It will be roughly, I would say, between 3 and 5 GMT UK time. So if you're not sure when that is in your time code, just research it on Google and you'll know. Okay, guys, thank you for joining in today. I will see you in the stream later on. Haste Destruction out.